in short, my journey was kind of through traditional American church ministry into experiencing God in that center of taking life outside of the building, doing life in homes, building kingdom in homes, and then eventually moving from full-time traditional ministry into more entrepreneurial life, neighborhood church planting, if you will, house churches, home churches, business, justice work, and living life in more of an organic or incarnational way than was available to me before then. I don't know if that's that's kind of where we're getting at, but I think that to sum up my life, it's been a 20-year pursuit of the kingdom, and even from the onset of seeing and experiencing Jesus, I knew that there was more than this pretty package that was being given to me, and that was kind of what originated the journey of moving out of that space. I'm been married for 10 and a half years, got 6 kids, live in downtown Birmingham, Alabama, and right here, yeah. I've been married for 10 and a half years, have six children. I live in downtown Birmingham, Alabama. I am a part of a network of house churches, small businesses, entrepreneurial startups, innovative missional works, and that's kind of what my daily life looks like now. Yeah, so in 2010, we began getting a little connected to the coffee world internationally, Indonesia, Guatemala, Ethiopia. Just seeing this product as a means to relationship and relational work that we had never experienced before. Coffee being the second highest traded commodity in the world, it was really intriguing to us. How could we take this and intentionally use it? But then it became so much more than that. We started roasting coffee, which became a real joy, and through that started a cafe in our city of Birmingham, and then we started another one. And from that just opened the door up for us as far as the economy of the kingdom. I wouldn't really call it business as mission, because I don't think putting as mission on the end of anything is necessary. I think it's just business, and mission is our life. The kingdom of heaven is our life. Knowing Jesus and Him being known as the hope of glory is our life. So business is just business, and it is fully submitted to that longing. And from there, we started 8 to 10 other small businesses, both in Birmingham and other cities around the United States, and then also in 2 other countries as well, ranging from construction companies to athletic training facilities, to a coffee farming co-op, to an apparel company, all with this longing, this desire to kind of speak a better word over what is being offered to the poor, what is being offered in business, and seeing like vibrant life flow in those spaces.
And tell us about the community part.
Yeah, I mean, imagine a village. If if you can kind of take that word and then move it into like an urban epicenter, that's the best way that I can describe how we try to do life, is living within proximity, where we see one another, where we can be in one another's homes, where we can fellowship and laugh and experience life and family and God together in everyday rhythms. But one important factor of that is that community life happens. Should I start that over?
Yeah.
Will you ask that question again? How am I doing, by the way?
You're doing great.
Yeah,
Tell us about your community.
Yeah, so if you can imagine a village or village life, the best way that I can describe it is take that image and move it into maybe like an urban epicenter of a city, and that is the way that at least the effort we're giving to do life together. We wanted to move from this isolated idea of life and family. I feel like our culture has spoken this word over us, that isolation is the norm and community is the exception, or community is what you have to fight for. And I would say that our effort has been to design life where community is the norm and isolation is what you have to fight for, which is worth fighting for sometimes, but community being that normal rhythm of every day. So being in one another's homes, living in such close proximity that you can walk, that you're within sock distance, and you can just kind of leave your house and run over to your neighbor's house, or having great time together after the kids go down. Whatever rhythms happen out of that idea and that hope of living close. But one important factor is life being in our homes being accessible by those who don't have hope. Maybe who the Bible would call the poor, those who don't have family, those who don't have a table to sit at, or a place to be welcomed. So living within a proximity where they have access, where they know I can go to this home and find refuge, I can go to this home and find family. I believe what they're saying without saying it is, that's where the ecclesia is. And that's where Jesus can be found, in that place. So that kind of describes our community rhythms. Wow, that's a big question. I think that church, as we've always seen it, as so many describe it, is shifting majorly. And I don't know if that is a cliche thought. I don't know if every single decade or generation people are saying that church is shifting. But this picture that we've had for so long of church exists within this space. In fact, people actually calling the church this space in generations just under me, that is shifting. That we are wanting to rediscover church as family, church as movement, church as active and not passive. And everywhere I've gone in the world over the past 5, 6, 7 years, that seems to be burning in the hearts of so many. And we happen to be finding men and women that have gone ahead of us that are saying this is good. And I think that's one of the major factors of why the snowball is starting to build, because we're realizing that this isn't a new or fresh thought with us, that it's an ancient thought. And I would not be surprised if church as we've always seen it, church as we know it, begins to truly, like, visibly deteriorate, and church as family, church as life together, church as movement, it begins to grow significantly over the next few years. Yeah, so the best way is to buy a plane ticket and come to Birmingham, Alabama, and spend a week or two with us. That's always my invitation to anyone wanting to kind of see and tangibly feel this type of life, or at least the effort for this life together. We have a website. It's more of just kind of a narrative of our organization. It's a storytelling medium. It's called commonthread.org. But again, I think the best way in any aspect is to go and be and see and experience people. Definitely, people are always the unpredictable variable. There's pain, and there's baggage, and there's bad days, and there's broken down transmissions, and there's kids, and there's fights in marriages, and it's unending. The variables are unending, and what we have determined is, in order for the kingdom to truly thrive, we have to both express and kind of dig our feet in to this biblical Acts 2 concept of devotion one to another, being devoted to time together, being devoted to prayer, being devoted to knowing God is the best way that I could say it. And without that, the challenge of dealing with pain and loss and anger and offense is a insurmountable or a unpassable chasm that I've found.